is our deputy clerk. In recent weeks, because of some of the diligence of the board, diligence of the clerk's office, with the assistance of our attorneys, we're pleased to announce Deputy Clerk Eris Montgomery is back. Deputy Clerk Montgomery, is she here?
She was here.
Okay, when she arrives, we'll ask her to step up front and take the right procedure along with our board members. We want to make that announcement.
Hey.
Number two, President Cleo Jones had some announcements she wanted to make to the community of progress that is going on, so I'll ask that you join.
Hey, President.
Hello. Good evening, everyone. Thank you guys for coming out to the Dalton Park District. It was a very orderly meeting. I appreciate you guys. You have to go through no metal detectors. Yeah. So let me tell you guys a little bit what progress is going on. First of all, I'd like to thank the Mayor Pro Tem. I'd like to thank the village trustees for all the hard, diligent work they have done. I'd also like to thank our attorney, Michelle Brown Fountain, is here. We have our Board of Commissioners, Vice President Gail Towers, and she's still here. We have Commissioner Harris, Commissioner Rochelle, and Commissioner Wells, if they both are still here. So the progress that has been made was, we've been working very, very hard to improve our parks throughout the Dalton community. And we've been getting a whole lot of obstructions, getting that done by getting the proper permits put in place to get these done by the village of Dalton. So we finally, after many, many years, after several years, not several years, but after years of trying to proceed to get permits to get a project started, a reconstruction project started at Blackstone Park, located at 146 in Blackstone. We finally got the permits put in place. Finally. Once again, I thank the trustees for their hard, diligent work on making this happen for us. Also, the clerks, thank you guys as well. You guys have prior to signing off on this to get this done. We really appreciate you guys. So, without further ado, beginning August 1st, which is Monday, Blackstone Park is going under construction. And with that construction, Blackstone Park is going to get a complete renovation. Things like including a walking path, a gazebo, a life-size game table, picnic shelter, additional parking, a fitness area, and a brand new playground. This is some of the things that, on behalf of our trustees, help us to get done. So we appreciate, on behalf of the Dalton Park District, we appreciate you, the community, who stood up and helped fight the bully to ensure that this is our community, this is our town, and these are the things that we need to get done. You got to understand something. It's not about one person. It's not about one person. It's about all of us. Why would we have to take our kids to Orland Park, Tilly Park to play in their playgrounds when we have our own playgrounds? We're going to continue to build. We're going to continue to build this partnership. And we're going to continue to work with our trustees. We thank them for all they have done, and we appreciate you guys. Have a good night.
Thank you very much, President Jones. So just some comments as we talk about this on the side. We have become, or maybe remain, a town divided over these years. So I want to make sure that we're focusing on what happened only by way of knowing what not to do, to repeat our past failures, what we need to do to overcome or put safeguards in places and strengthen policies and procedures. In some cases, in many cases, we've had the policies and procedures on the books and they're just not being followed. But through persistence, and I'm going to say persistence not only of this board, but many Dalton residents. So I want to ask that you give yourselves a round of applause, because without the many people that come in and speak meeting after meeting, stating what's going on and saying, as a resident of this community, I'm and we've been termed in many ways as kind of a ish show, and some other expletives that are not favorable. That's not what we want from our community. I do have to say that in any town where the numbers look that bad, there should be some noise. There should be some outrage. There should be some frustration. To that end, we want to stop now working towards resolve. And that's what this meeting is about, is getting to the bottom of what's happening so we can start having our plans moving forward, and we can bring back order to Dalton and order to our finances. With that said, some of the things that we have implemented, we've already implemented credit card freezes. And I think the biggest component of us, and us being the board, us being the residents, us being this community, us being the media, exposing is that it's made anybody leery of taking more missteps in the future. It's gotten the administration and many people in it to give us the cooperation that we've deserved for many, many years. So while I'm frustrated at what it took for us to get here, I'm pleased that we can start to see the end of the road, and you can see things like the park district getting their permits. We can see that we have a deputy clerk back. We can see business licenses coming back to this community. This board has remained diligent, this community has remained diligent, and we will continue this until we get back to where we deserve. There will be a hiring freeze. The board has already made the announcement that we are going into a hiring freeze that will be voted formally at our next board meeting. And as we see, it's necessary. I don't want to scare employees by saying that there are layoffs needed, but there are tough decisions that have to come on this budget, in this upcoming budget, that we are overdue on approving. So the next big step for us is that we want everybody to watch out for the budget process, because it will be coming very quickly. We will make sure it's done transparently and have open discussions, and we will have it with the department managers, so that way we can identify what the cuts mean in terms of service. We will implement a travel policy, which is overdue and much needed. And sometimes you think that things are common sense, and you're like, why should we have to have a policy for it? But you have to do what you have to do at every moment. And I think it's important that we know that we have $6.1 million of checks and vendors that are out there. We want all vendors to know that we will be contacting them, and we fully intend on taking care of that debt. And we will be working with them to make sure they are made whole, because they do not deserve to be in this process as well. So with all those things being said, that kind of gives a snippet or overview. We'll talk more through that with the trustees this Saturday, 9:30, Dalton Park District. So having said that, I'll see if any colleagues on the board have any comments, and if not, we're going to open for public comments. Hearing none, we're going to open for public comments. We'll ask 3 minutes. After 3 minutes comes, I will do a wave, letting you know that you hit the 3-minute mark, and we will ask that we conclude at that point.
Mr. Lee.
Greetings, everyone.
Good evening.
In view of tonight's report, I think one thing is apparent. Since Thornton Township has been used to launder money, co-mingle funds, and things of that nature, I think it's a long time that we start going to their meetings also, and that we start working together, trustees to trustees, citizen to citizen. We have to find a way to rid our village of that malevolent administration that we now live in. So the only way I can see to do that, we have to fight them from every angle. Because right now, they go from one entity to the other, doing this, doing that, and even the great work done by Mayor Lightfoot, they still haven't been able to track down everything that they're doing. So in order for us to thrive, we are the canaries in the coal mine right now. We need to make that apparent to everyone in this South suburban region. It happened to us. She's using you all, she's using that entity to wash the money. It's pretty obvious. And we got to find a way to stop that. And I do have a question. Do any of these things improve? Does any of this stuff rise to the level of criminal? I don't know, we might know that, but there's got to be something. They can get a guy for selling $10,000 out of a bank or something embezzling. This is embezzling on a grand scale. That's pretty much all I have to say right now.
So I'll give a quick response. We feel that it does rise to the level of criminal. All information received in our report and from the reports will be turned over to all authorities relevant to make a final determination.
Amen.
I'm so accustomed to public comments. So, this is to every resident of the village of Dalton that is here and not here. This is to let you know, this is not fake news. This is real. And to all the residents that seem to think that this is not real, you need to get a copy of this. To all the residents that think, oh, she's doing a great job and she's giving this party and we're going to get hot dogs and they're giving the kids Easter baskets and televisions and CD players and laptops. That's our money. It ain't her money. It's our money. And $3.99 ain't always good. So I implore every resident that seems to want to go to every event that she does, stop going. Stop going. Don't support nothing that she's giving. What you need to do is support these individuals up here that's been working for us. And to all the individuals, because it's election time, to all the individuals that want to throw their hat in the ring, or I'm going to run for trustee, or I'm going to run for village clerk. No. These are the individuals that have been working for us. So if you're going to do something, put your money, your support, your time, get out and knock on doors, make telephone calls for Clark Key, for Jason House as mayor, for Brittany Norwood to retain her seat as trustee, for Kiana Belcher, who always has a receipt, to continue her job as our village trustee. That's what the Village of Dalton residents need to do. This is real. It ain't fake, and they ain't fake either.
Greetings, residents. Former trustee Edward Steve. To the media, to the cameras, to the YouTubers, we've been known for these chaotic board meetings over the last few months. So that they think that's all Dalton is. Look how smooth this meeting was today. Look how calm, professional. That's not what Dalton is. This is what Dalton is. So when y'all see this news media, and when y'all see how special, how smooth this meeting went, know that this is Dalton. The other meetings is not Dalton. This is Dalton. I want to say also, for years, they've been saying every meeting, they don't want to pay these people. Pay the people, pay the people. How come Stan Brown ain't here today? He's been saying, pay the people, pay the people. And we've been saying, no, they don't have the money. So now it's vindication when you sit there and get berated over and over again. And people come to you and say, how come you don't pay the people? Why are you holding up the vineyards? This shows you that she's been lying the whole damn time. The whole damn time. So, I thank y'all. I thank you, trustees, and Clean House 2025.
Good evening, everyone. I've got two questions and a comment. We love you guys. This is our future, but don't forget SB. That's right. My question number one is, how many people in this audience are not registered to vote? How many people in this audience know someone who is not registered to vote? Well, it's obvious they're out here. We're all registered, and I guarantee you we don't all vote. We need to change that. Yes. We have people who have signed up and they're now deputy registers. If you know someone, reach out to the trustees, reach out to us. We will make sure that's done. But stop sitting at home. You go to the clubs, you go to church, you go to the store, you go wherever you want to go in the winter. Go to the polls.
Good evening, everyone. Good evening to trustees and everyone here. I prepared a speech. I'm a little nervous, but I wanted to say my piece today. So I want to start by expressing my heartfelt thanks to each and every one of you. And as a resident of Dalton, I've been a resident of Dalton for the past 2 years. I live here with my husband and my 5 children. Many of you know me, some of you don't. But I've been here for, like I said, for 3 years, and I'm also a new business owner here. So I felt truly welcome by this community, and that's thanks to the incredible support I received from all of you, and also from the trustees and for you as well. So I can't express enough how much that your help has meant to me, especially when I was facing my own personal challenges. You were there when I needed someone to turn to, and that support made all of the difference to me. So I'm so thankful to each and every one of you for standing by me, particularly when others, including Mayor Tiffany Hinyard, was not available to offer me assistance. So living and working in Dalton has been an eye-opening experience for me. While there's been so much potential and so many wonderful people in this town, I've also seen the challenges that we face. And I hope to work closely with Mayor Hinyard, with someone from my own generation, to uplift and empower women like myself in our community. And it's heartbreaking to say it again said, I've been confronted with troubling rumors, not rumors anymore, facts, of corruption and dishonesty. It's disheartening to hear the truth and about the expenditures and scams associated with Tiffany Mayor Hinyard's tenure here as mayor. And it's not the reality I wish to find in the town that I've come to care about. So I want to thank you and the trustees, all of you who have supported me. I'm honored to be a part of this community, and I look forward to working together with all of you to make Dalton a better place for everyone.
Amen. Good job.
Yes.
Good evening, everyone.
Good evening.
Right now, I am in limbo as far as my little situation, and I was kind of undecided as to whether I wanted to reside in Dalton. But now that all of this information has come out, and I see how much the trustees love the residents and this village, I think this is going to be my home. I'm going to be a dog here. All I'm saying, I love you guys. You know I love you guys.
All right.
Good evening, residents. My name is Cassandra Jordan. I've been a resident here in Dalton for 16 years. And when I look at the situation and everything that's going on, I could just honestly say I'm just so disgusted with what is going on in this village. And I want to encourage the voters, because I've come to the point that I don't just vote because you're just black. We have to start doing our due diligence and start researching the people that we actually cast our votes for. We can no longer just take handouts and because you're my favorite or because I like you. We have to literally start doing our research. And for those of you that voted for Tiffany, I'm just going to honestly say, you might not like me. You just didn't do your research. I mean, you can honestly look at this chick and see that there was an issue and that there was a problem. I mean, when you do your research, you see, I mean, if you got a person with a criminal background, who in their right mind would have put her in position? So I say to you all, do your due diligence and just stop voting for people because they're black. We have to do our research. And if a lot of you all had done your research, a lot of this stuff would have been avoided. That's all I wanted to say.
Amen. Good job. It's true.
Good evening. My name is Cynthia Brewer, and you know, I moved here in September 2019, and I thought You know, it was a nice village at the time I moved here. It's really ironic with all the stuff that's happening, and I just bought my house. It was like I couldn't just sell it and move somewhere else. So I am so very glad that we are getting to the point where we're getting this taken care of. Because it would be a shame for me, somebody who just moved into the village, to have to move out because of things that are happening. And what I'm also asking for is transparency. When I first moved here, I could go on the website, I could see what all the trustees were doing, and it was easy. Now it's hard because I have to follow your website and some other places, and sometimes some of the activities that you put on, we don't even know about because they're not placed anywhere for us to see. So I'm looking forward to having the website be more transparent, having the trustees' information, and also when we do public comment, we don't get, we used to be able to get some feedback, so those things, please bring them back. Thank you.
Amen.
I want to thank everybody. We're going to be adjourned, so Trustee Wilson, have a motion to adjourn. I hear a motion and second. 13, please roll call.
Trustee Norwood.
Aye.
Trustee Tammy Brown.
Aye.
Trustee House.
Aye.
Trustee Belcher.
Aye.
Meeting adjourned at 8:13 p.m.
Thank you, everybody. Hope to see you soon. It's been great to see you.